Listen as your day unfolds, challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead and release your fears. Stand up and be counted, don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know, will play the day.
This video today is for my collective, okay? So, first of all, y'all need to go watch the other videos, okay? If you're new here, go watch the other videos. This is your first time seeing me. Go watch the other videos, because what is about to take place, this video is entitled today, besides it being a get ready with me, because I would love to do those types of videos. I love those videos, watching them. But what's gonna, like, the feeling that I'm having right now, and just drop a thumbs up or something if you can feel me, collective, on this, is I don't know what's going to happen next. That's the feeling that I have, which is the norm, obviously. We never know what's going to happen next. Tomorrow is not even promised. But the feeling that I have right now is like, I don't know what the next step is to take. But the beautiful part about it is I don't feel any anxiety. I don't feel any scaredness, fear, or like confusing energy at all. I just feel like mostly like I just don't know what my next step is. I don't know what I'm supposed to do next. Like, I've done everything. That's how I feel. Like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. What am I supposed to do next? Like, in relation to the burning feeling that I have of, like, amazingness. So, as I get into this segment today, it should make more sense if it applies to you. Because the reason why I keep throwing out the word collective is I'm not the only one feeling like this. And the reason why I know that is because even before I started this challenge, starting this challenge, you know, while I'm at work, I tell you guys this all the time. I do get on and I watch like other motivational speeches, and I have certain podcasts that I watch and I follow, and they're all saying the same thing. And then like I'll be talking to my friend and she's like throwing out certain stuff that is giving the energy of, I don't know exactly what else I'm supposed to be doing next. I don't know what's going to come next, but I know I need to be ready. I know I need to look good. I need to smell good. I need to be healthy. I need to have the right people around me that are going to be able to embrace this, not hate on me for it, which has been a long time since anyone has been giving me like hate energy and stuff, like years. So, of course, that's why I said, go watch the rest of these videos, because the reason why I can be so, like, confident in what I'm saying right now is because of all those videos and all the things that I've been doing up until this point where it's like, I don't know what else to do. Like, what else am I supposed to be doing? But I feel so comforted. Like, I feel, which being comfortable, you know, comes with the stipulations too. But I don't have a fear or like limiting beliefs, like rushing in, like this is impossible, that's too big. Like, just stay focused on what you have. Obviously, I'm going to stay focused on what I have. My schedule tomorrow consists of X, Y, and Z and the normal things. But like the limiting beliefs of what I can't have, like they don't even have a seat at the table anymore. What else? Like, just being ready. So I'm doing my hair because I need to look decent, because I don't know who I'm going to walk into. I don't know what room my name is being thrown around in. I don't even know where I'm going to be living in the next couple months. If I'm going to stay here or if I'm supposed to be going somewhere else. I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I just know that I gotta be ready. This is not something that's like, oh my gosh, it happened. Let me get ready. Like, no, I want to be ready and be like, Oh, okay, so this is what it was. I want to walk into this surprise because that's exactly what it is. It's a big, fat surprise. And I don't know if you've ever had a surprise party before. I've never had a surprise party. I'm actually really hard to surprise. Only one person, well, no, two. I've had surprises. But like as far as like a whole surprise party, my grandma just had one for her 80th birthday and she was so surprised. You can tell because she started jumping. So cute. Like jumping up and down because she couldn't take it. And she saw all her grandchildren, all her children there. And she was so surprised that we just put that all together because we all live in different states now. You know, we're all doing different things, trying our best to live our own adult lives and things like that. So for us to all come together like that and for her to just see like this is basically all extensions of me. If I was not born and I didn't make my daughters who made these grandchildren and everyone else who's important to me, my brothers, everybody, like it was a lot. So that's how I feel right now. I feel like I'm going to walk into my surprise party and be so surprised and be like, oh my gosh, but I'm going to be ready. I'm not going to be, and she was dressed to impress. You know what I'm saying? She didn't come in like, oh my gosh, I look crazy. Like, no, she looked beautiful. Like she was set up for that moment and she just felt beautiful and we took so many pictures. It was great. So besides the fact that I need to be looking decent anyways, like, that's the mindset I have in addition to that. You know what I'm saying? And in December, my friend is going to come visit me. She visits me every year, or I visit her. It's her birthday. So we're going to be spending some time together. So that's what I'm going to make that video of how I turn lemons into lemonade because I'm going to get my hair cut and stuff. So right now, until then, we're in November. I don't know when you guys are going to watch these videos. Because I feel like my videos are going to kick off like later. Like I'm setting everything up, but like they're not going to take its full effect until the time that they're supposed to take their full effect. So you may be watching this 2 years from now, but it will apply to you when it's supposed to apply to you. You will stumble across this video right on time. I will assure you that. So yeah. That's how I feel right now. And another feeling that I've been feeling is, guess who's going to be the one starring in the show? Well, who is starring in the show? Well, first let me tell you where my comfortability comes in at. Because I'm not a person who's comfortable with surprises. I'm not a person who's comfortable with not knowing what to do next. Or what's going to happen next. Or like not knowing my next move. Like I'm not that type of easygoing person. Okay. But it's like I'm forced to do it. But it doesn't feel forced. I just feel so not detached. But I just feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. Right. Cheers to the womb tea. Get you guys some. It's really good just to make sure everything's running, blood's running good. Everything's, flushing out and doing what it's supposed to do. Like, take care of yourself from within, for sure. But my comfortability comes from everything that I've been applying, like I just said. And I tried my best to document as much as I have been for you guys. But when I keep God at the forefront, right? I can embrace what's to come, where limiting beliefs, fear and scarcity and stuff doesn't come and like push away my like good feeling. Because at the end of the day, my comfort comes from whatever God's will for me is all that I want anyways. So that's why I can be comfortable in like whatever the surprise is and not feel like I have to be so in control. My voice is raspy right now, so hopefully you can hear me. Put the volume up. I don't know, get close to your speaker. This is some real stuff happening right now. So back to who's running the show. So there's something called shadow work. And it's giving how I felt when I first heard about inner work. And when I heard about the concept of inner work and like the practice of inner work, which is so important because you can do hair and nails all day. Men, you can get your haircuts and get the nicest shoes and drive the nicest car, but if inside you do not feel good, your slate, you do not feel good, it will drive you crazy. So you begin this stage called inner work, and it could be very overwhelming because it's like, where do I start? You mean to tell me, like, there's not enough light years in the day to try to like address all the things that I'm feeling. I don't even know where to start. If I was to go to a therapist or anything, I wouldn't even know how to start my first conversation. I don't even know how I'm feeling. I don't even know how I got here. Everything, like, you know. So inner work can be very overwhelming. So my advice to you is just eat that elephant one bite at a time. Because that's what it is. It's a humongous elephant. It's like the elephant in the room of your own life. So I truly believe that I have become a master at inner work and no longer like makes me feel overwhelmed. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Am I doing this right? Where am I supposed to start? And like, by now I should, like, it's just been an effortless, like, beautiful, almost ascending feeling. And I can see and I could feel all that has come from that decision that I made of wanting to start my inner work. So now that we're here, and inner work is always going to be a part of the show, shadow work has now come. And I feel the feeling of how I felt when I first heard about inner work. Like, where do I start? What do you mean? Calling in my inner child and seeing what she has to say and how she feels. She feels great. She was a little girl who was happy-go-lucky and had a lot of friends. Great childhood, great parents. What do we need to call her for? So every time I hear that, that's the feeling that I feel. Like, why do we need to call her for? I get the inner work thing, but now we got to do shadow work. So I've been like putting that on the back burner. So what happened was, and this is so inner child of me, the shadow work has came in through the back door, which I can appreciate because I couldn't, like, at the thought of having to do it just would overwhelm me so much. And it's just like, I have to learn how to do this. I have to learn how to do this shadow work. I have to learn how to call myself forth. Doesn't that sound crazy? But that's basically what shadow work is. And apparently things are going to come up. And there could be some tears and stuff involved. And all these things. Like, so what's happened, and I realized it today, she's been here for like a couple weeks now. She's been sharing stuff for a couple weeks now. She's been speaking up for a couple weeks now. And she's best friends with my future self. I know this sounds crazy, and I want to tell my parents so bad because I'm like, you guys know her the best. You raised her. Tell me about her. Like, what were things that you were noticing? What were things that I said that I don't remember? So I can try to ignite this more and just get this shadow work done so I can reap the benefits of it. But they're going to look at me like I'm crazy. Like, what are you talking about? So this is something that I have to just embrace and go with the flow of it. So because she knows that I'm like that, she came in through the back door. And this is why I said this vlog today is for my collective, because only my collective and only people who are going through this right now and who actually care about these kinds of things are going to understand anything that I'm saying. But one thing I do know is that she is here all of a sudden now, even though I know I've been needing to do shadow work for the longest now. I've been avoiding it because she feels safe. She feels safe and she trusts me again. She lost trust in me. Something happened and it's going to be revealed that she lost trust in me. She lost trust that I had her best intentions at the forefront. She lost trust that I was going to protect her and keep her safe. She lost trust that I was going to make the right decisions and not put her in habitual situations when she already kept saying no. I don't want that. I don't like that. I don't like that person. Why are we giving this thing another chance? So she hid. She's like, you don't like me. You know, you don't like my full self. You want me to be dimmed. You want me to not shine my light that bright. You want me to consider everyone and everything over, over me. And it's almost like you're ashamed of me. So since you're so ashamed, and since I can't even trust you as far as I could tell you, I'm going to hide and you're not going to be able to find me. So now you're going to have to do life. Okay? And you'll be fine. But I obviously have no room. Or it's not even that I don't have room. How about this? I don't even want to be around you anymore. And it's not because you're mean or anything. It's just because, I don't feel safe. I don't trust you anymore. So I'll come back when I can trust you again. So that's honestly what I feel like. I feel like she can trust me again. And not only can she trust me again, but she's proud of me. She's proud of how far we've come. She's proud of everything that I'm doing. Like, she's proud that I've made certain things happen. God, when I say I, please replace it with God. But I took certain steps and certain actions and I stood up for myself. And even if I mess up now sometimes, and I'll let some breadcrumbs in here and there, I'll nip it in the butt. It may take me a couple days or a couple weeks, and that person may think they're getting over on me, but then they'll surely see, sure enough, oh, okay, she probably didn't like that. And I will protect her. I will protect my inner child now. And because I don't want her to ever have to hide or go away or feel like I don't appreciate her, or I want to hide her. I'm ashamed of her. I'm ashamed of her wants and her desires. Her desires aren't important enough, that she's not worth what she is asking for or what she needs in order to feel safe and respected. So I don't ever want to lose her again. And now that she's proud of me, I want to protect that. And not only that, she's holding hands with my future self. And they're calling me in. They're like, hey, we're over here. Come join us over here. We're about to blindfold you. This is how it feels. This is how I'm feeling. We are about to blindfold you. And don't worry, we're not going to, everything's going to be okay. We're about to blindfold you because we have a surprise. That's how it feels. So as a collective, I don't know who's feeling this right now, but trust that process and let it happen and know that you're not the only one that is feeling this way. You are not alone in this feeling. And when it happens, I want you to tell me, report it to me, because I want to know, I want to be a part of, oh my gosh, it happened. This was what the surprise was. This is what it was. X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. This is what it was. And I want to be a part of it. I want us all to be a part of it and be happy about it and be appreciative of where it derives from and how far we've come. Okay? And know that it's not just some minuscule thing. This is big. This is a big deal. This is a huge deal. So yeah. She's climbing through the back door. She's been here for the last couple of weeks now. Or months, who knows. And I do know when I was little, this is coming in actually right now. And she's holding, like I said, she's holding hands with my future self. my highest version of myself, my most evolved version of myself. They're together, and it's just me here in the middle, like trying to learn how to do shadow work. Okay? So this is what's happening right now. I know that when I was little, one thing is that I did not like being told no or to wait. So I was the type of person that, like, I would wake up in the morning and I'll be like, oh, I want to change my whole room design today. And I want my bed over there. I want my bookshelf over here. I want my TV all the way. Actually, I don't even want a TV in my room. And I want all this to be blue. A blue that doesn't even match the walls of this. Take me to Home Depot right now, and I want to pick out a blue. It was the ugliest blue. This is a true story. And I painted it myself because I didn't want to wait. So it was just, you could see the white underneath the walls and all that stuff, and I loved it, okay? And I would drag my brothers. I have 2 brothers, an older one and a younger one, because my parents would tell me, like, either you don't need to do that right now, or what's wrong with your room, or it got to the point where I wouldn't even tell them, and they would come and they'll see it all like changed around, and they'll be like, oh, okay, she just changed her room around again. This is me at like 8 years old. And if it was like big things like my bed and my bookshelf and stuff, I would like force my brothers to help me. And we were all little at the time. So I'm like, come on, lift. And I'm like directing my brothers, come on, take that shelf, put it over there. And they're falling. Complete liability, complete danger zones I would put my brothers in, because I had some big vision that needed to be done right now. It woke me up out of my sleep. So we got to change this room around right now, right? That was me as a child. And she's here. She's been here for the last couple of weeks, and I feel it. And when she wants something, she gets it. If she can see it, it's done. If she can see it in that little bubble, it's done. It's a wrap. Okay? So she's here running the show. And she's came in through the back door. And that is why, because this is all new for me too, why I'm documenting it. Because I don't know the things that are about to come out of my mouth. I don't even know what my next step is supposed to be. So much less what she got to say. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I just feel so comfortable and at ease, and I just want to make sure that I am ready. I just want to be ready and physically, emotionally, financially. But it's nothing that I have to stress out about, which is beautiful. My life is at a space where I don't have to stress because I've done what I'm supposed to do, and I live my life where I'm not hurting nobody, and I just want to focus, and I just embrace even the obstacles that come my way. Like, they don't freak me out, and they don't like set me off. It's just like, oh, this must be happening right now, and this happens to everybody. The point is that I knew that it was everything. I look at things like that as, okay, it's opening another door, or this is supposed to be happening right now. So from every red light, from every missed turn, from every late wake up. Now, this is not me telling you to adopt like waking up late and like not being responsible and being safe and stuff. No. But don't freak out. You don't know what accident on the road God is avoiding you from, okay? You don't know that by missing that red light, it was a divine timing that when you walked into the store that you're supposed to go to, you're going to run into who you're supposed to run into, okay? Like, things like that. Oh, your car is messing up? Okay, guess what? It's going to push you to get a new car. Now you're riding around in a new car. Whoop-de-doo. Why? Because you can. Your life is set up in a way where you can do these things, okay? So it's like, don't freak out. Like, it happened, and I like wanted to lose sleep over it, and I was like, just go to sleep and let God do his thing. And that's exactly what I did. And now look, So I was like, I have to make sure I do that in every area of my life. Every single time an obstacle comes. That's why that's why I had the vlog day 16. Is it day 16? No, I'm getting them mixed up. Or day 17. Yeah, day 17. I just wanted the fine print to being able to take everything as it comes, red lights, miss U-turns and stuff. You got to be sure. You got to be making deals and doing things that you're sure about. You need to be sure in your life. You need to be around people that are sure about you, places that are sure about you, and things that are sure about you. No wobbly energy allowed in this time in our lives. No wobbly energy allowed. Okay? That's the rule. To make sure that this runs smoothly, especially for people who are people that don't feel comfortable with just going with the flow. If you got to make sure you have that extra element in there. So I'm not dealing with maybe text messages and not knowing what the heck is going on. And people that are just stringing me along and breadcrumbing and all that stuff. That is not the what we're working with, So as a collective, I don't know who needs to hear this, but whatever's left of unsurety, anything that's causing you to use your energy to think about it while you're doing your miscellaneous things, washing dishes and stuff, your mind is over here dang, did I make the right decision on that? I know I need to cut this person off. It's every time I get off the phone with them, I just feel depleted. I just know that I could do better than this in this area or that area. All that needs to be ironed out yesterday. So that way you can embrace any obstacles that do come. Because they're different. Those situations are different than inevitable obstacles. So breakups with a boyfriend or a girlfriend or something like that. They're obstacles that we need to even look at as, okay, this is opening up the way. You weren't going to do it, or it wasn't going to happen, or you weren't going to leave that job until I kind of stirred stuff up. I had to make this thing happen. So don't even take it out on them too much. Be you know what? It's not even you. This is the only way I was going to actually handle the situation finally and stop, being engaged with something that I know is not good for me and is not at the highest level of what I deserve and what I'm willing to put into this. I say relationship, but it could be anything. So embrace those obstacles when they come, because it may be what needs to happen in order for this, what's trying to come in to have space to come in. Okay, we can't have any hoopties in the parking space. Have you ever heard that analogy? The analogy of there's a parking space, right? 2 parking spaces in a driveway. Your car and then a car that's all beat up. Still a car. Paid off. Just doesn't run. Just a shell. So the car or the person or the place or the thing is riding around in that car trying to find a place to park. There's an empty space in this house. There's an empty space in that house, but they want to go to your house. They want to park in your space because inside of that car is a new person, place, or thing that's waiting for you. Opportunity. Big break. And they can't find any place to park because you won't let go of the hoopty in the parking space. Because you have this big dream that one day you're going to be able to fix it and get it up and running again. Or it's, has sentimental value. If you don't get rid of that thing, get rid of it. Okay? We need to stop holding on to things that are taking our energy to fix that don't want to be fixed. Okay? And that's been a lesson that I had to learn myself. I don't want to explain anymore. I don't want to give you a million analogies and give you time to think about it and then re-talk about it again and be like, expecting a different result. That is the definition of insanity. That's why I said in my vlog the other day, those "hey, how are you" messages are dangerous. Those "I miss you" messages are dangerous. It's expecting a different result. It's expecting a different result. Okay, so I don't know who needed to hear this vlog tonight. I don't know who needed to hear this message tonight, but it's okay if you don't know what step that you need to be taking next. Just wake up and do step 1, which is just be thankful if you even wake up tomorrow, okay? And then do step 2, which is brush your teeth. Step 3, grab yourself some lemon and turmeric water on an empty stomach before you start putting a bunch of stuff in there. Exercise, things like that, and be ready. Be ready for what is about to take place, because it's big and it's coming in hot. Okay? It's coming in hot. Have you ever had a fresh plate of food just delivered to you where it's like still sizzling? Like they put it on those cast iron things and it's just bubbling. You're like, ooh. That's how it's going to come in. Delicious. Perfectly seasoned to perfection. Okay? So, with that being said, I'm going to let y'all go. And stay tuned for day 18. Okay? If God's willing. If you're new here, make sure I am excited to see that wave hand. And if you're not new here, that purple heart specifically. All right, and I will definitely catch you guys on the next one. See you then.